Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I have another story time for you guys, and this one is about the time that I ran into a tree. Well, my friend ran into a tree in her brand new car. So this was a couple years ago when I was living in San Diego. My best friend at the time, she just got a car. I think it was a green Miata? Yeah, Miata. Anyway, so she just got it. She bought it from someone. So it wasn't like new, but it was new to her. So anyway, she's like, let's go out and like drive around. It's like, okay, so we got in the car, started driving around, and she's like, you know what? For some reason, I think she wanted to go to Kmart. And well, we didn't really know how to get to Kmart, nor had we ever been to Kmart. Was it Kmart we wanted to go to? We wanted to go to somewhere like that. Anyways, you know what? It was Kmart. That's besides the point. So I look up on my phone, on my GPS on my phone, like where Kmart is. Mind you, after we've been driving for a little bit. So anyways, so we're driving around, looking for Kmart, and it was, the Kmart we were going to was like close to like the California and like Mexico border. So it was like in a town that was like really close to the border. Not that that has anything to do with anything. Well, besides the fact that we almost went into Mexico, like to the border. Anyways, that's another story for another time. So anyways, so we're driving around and I decided to, finally look at my GPS because, we couldn't find it. So I'm looking at my phone and I'm like, okay, it should be around here somewhere. It says like that we're here, So I'm like looking around and she goes, okay, well when you see it, just let me know. I said, okay, cool. So I'm looking around, because she's concentrating on driving. I think it was a stick and she was like she knew how to drive stick, but she was still perfecting the skills, So anyways, so she's driving and I'm like looking around and then I see it. And I said, it was kind of like last minute that I saw it, but I was like, this is exactly how I said it. I was like, oh, there it is. And that's how I said it. Well, she heard, oh my God, there it is, turn, turn, turn. Because what does she do? We almost passed like the turn to go into the parking lot. Mind you, there's like a couple more in front of us, so it's not like, that was our only turn. So anyways, she whips the wheel around to try to turn into this, this entrance, whatever. Anyways, there was like, like a little concrete barrier with like some grass and like a tree sticking out to separate like the people coming in and the people coming out, Well, she was like just about to like not make it anyway, so whenever she turned around, she went up on the curb and smashed into the tree. Like hard, like whiplash hard. And of course, like, she's embarrassed, her car stalls and everything. So what does she do? She throws that bitch in reverse and backs up and then keeps going forward. Now at this point we can tell that there's something wrong with the car because of the sounds that it's making. So we end up going into the parking lot, getting outside, checking out the car. Her tire is like completely tore apart, like it busts open. So she looks at me and she says, do you know how to change a tire? I was like, do you even have a spare tire? She's like, maybe I should check. So I checked in the back, there's a spare tire. And she's like, so do you know how to change one? I was like, no, but we're about to figure this out, and we're right by Kmart, so we can go in there and find stuff. So we ended up going into Kmart and we ended up like YouTubing how to change a tire. Some guy actually like helped us in the store. And he's like, oh, what do you like, well, our tire just bust. He was like, okay, well, take this and this. I'm like, no, like in the parking lot, it like bust. So he was like, oh, okay. So he helped us get all our stuff. We bought it. We went out there. We were about to get on the ground and start like jacking the car up, try to fix it. I think we had to buy a jack too. Anyways, we had all that we needed. So we're out there and we're like dreading what we're about to do. And I'm like researching how to change a tire. And this guy comes up to us like from the store and he was like, hey, do you guys need some help? And we're like, what? He's like, do you guys need some help? I heard y'all in the store about changing a tire. Do y'all need help? And we're like, yes, we need help. So this guy that we met in the parking lot ended up changing the tire for us. And I don't think anything was wrong underneath the car, but I could be wrong. But we ended up driving it away. But yeah, if it wasn't for that guy, we probably would have been there for a couple hours. It did take him quite a long time to change the tire, but we weren't complaining because we didn't have to do it. But yeah, that was the story. Oh, and that poor tree, it wasn't like a big grown tree. It was like, you know, a baby tree that they planted and that it was gonna grow eventually in a couple years, you know. So it was probably like, I don't know, like that big around. It was like the roots had come up. So yeah. And I was like, do you think you need to like tell someone? And she's like, no, I don't. So we didn't tell anyone what happened. And we had actually a lot of stories, crazy stories that happened in San Diego that I could probably tell you guys, and it would probably, there are just so many stories I could tell. So maybe that's what I'll do. Maybe I'll tell some more San Diego stories. But for now, that's it for the story time. So thanks for watching. Don't forget to like my shit, comment, subscribe. Thanks.